Hello friends, I am Professor Vaibhav Dedle from Kekiva College of Agriculture Business Management, Nasik. Today's topic is problems, challenge faced by food processing industries. First problem, the availability of raw material. Agriculture produce is a critical aspect of maintaining food processing activities due to the seasonal availability of certain vegetarian. The sector faces delay in production resulting in low supply. For oil manufacturing, most of the people oilseed producers are small and marginal farmers with poor gate admission to aids based along with fertilizers, manure, etc. Hence, oilseeds grown by such farmers have a low yield. In Rabi crops like wheat, barley and mustard are sown around mid-November and harvested in April or May. These food grains, these food grains are dependent on forces of nature that are instead unpredictable. The seasonal deficiency and high cost of raw material constitutes one of the most important constraints affecting the growth of small-scale food processing business. This state of affairs outcomes in a shortage and higher pricing of raw material. Second problem is store constraint, means unavailability of proper storage and warehouses. Many, many of these scarcity issues can be solved via following proper storage norms for raw materials. However, this is the main hazard faced by the Indian small-scale food processing enterprises. The absence of inadequacy of infrastructure facility to store raw substances lower the nice and availability of quiet products. There are methods of correct storage, warehousing, and cold storage. In warehouses, problems arise up because of scarcity of space and how commodities are optimally stored in that region. The product damages are every other trouble confronted in the warehouses. The few damages are inevitable but may be decreased with a track safety material and the the reciting of overload of cabinets. The cold garage for frozen foods is a huge sub-enterprise in and of itself. With ever evolving food tendencies, there are growing varieties of equipped to devour food drinks, processed frozen fruit and vegetable products, marine and meat merchandise, and so and lot of those items required specialized garage environments. These losses of availability of store of centers. This possesses major constraint for the food processing sector. Next one, transportation is perishable product having proper transportation facilities. The perishable food grains should be shipped with proper packaging to keep away from breakages and damages all through transportation. Also timely shipping is essential to keep away from spoilage. The sure food gadgets do no longer ultimate long despite the fact that store in climate managed centers. Next one, technological equipment. In the Indian food processing quarter, we stick to conventional production strategy in which the first rate of agricultural and food merchandise is being inspected by means of human evaluations. These manual inspection is time consuming, hard work intensive and risk of human blunders. To lessen the impact of these issues, the automatic inspection of those products out to be implemented. Next one, high competition. In agro-based industries, there are too much competitions are arrived. Nowadays, the enterprises is not ably aggressive with many players in the organized. In addition to unorganized sector, a few of the top Indian food processing processors consist of Nestle India Limited, Britannia Industries Limited, Amul India, Parle Agro Private Limited, Haldirams, then ITC Limited. In order to live on in competitive surroundings, the food processing enterprises can truly develop through marketing channels, enhancing food's high quality requirements and improve the manpower to stand international challenges. In spite of the issues faced of food processing era in India has continued to make consistent development in the direction of modernization. The zones will preserve to witness will increase within the variety of food processing sections. Some key drivers include the access of worldwide business, availability of reasonable price workforce with growing demand for Indian products in international market and the need of for processed foods. Next one, poor supply chain linkage. In India, the Indian market has a long and fragmented supply chain that results high wastage and high cost, especially due to seasonality, perishability, and variability of produce. Next one, infrastructure bottlenecks. The export-related infrastructure for agricultural produce is grossly inadequate, especially at seaports and airports. Next one, lack of unskilled labor. Lack of skilled manpower. The agricultural workforce is inadequately skilled across different levels of food processing. Next one, low adherence to quality standards. India lacks basic standardization and certification infrastructure. Given the size of food processing industry, there is huge gap in the availability of laboratories, training, manpower, and certification agencies that affect on the certification standards and quality of the food processed products. Thank you friends for watching my videos.